Just 2 games left of the season, and if we win any of them and get some points, we could get ourselves into European qualification. We did get knocked out on penalties in the FA Cup to Manchester United. It was pretty poor. They equalised quite late. Then extra time, we got a man sent off, Jean-Claude Todibo, and then we missed the first 2 penalties, and that was that. The poor run of form continued with a 3-3 draw to Forest at home, 3-0 up by an hour. And then the last 20 minutes, we just capitulated, and it was a 3-3 draw. We really don't want European football with performances like that. We followed it up with a 4-0 away defeat to West Ham United. So how are we going to actually get into Europe with performances like that? Conor Gallagher got himself sent off at half-time in that one, and we conceded 3 second-half goals. And really shat the bed, essentially. That leaves us with 2 games left. Bournemouth at home, who are right with us in the league. They're 8th. And then Man City away. So if we need anything on the last day, we're a bit pooped, basically. Newcastle are level on points with us. Bournemouth are level on points with us. It's only our goal difference, which is keeping us in 6th place. We cannot catch Manchester United for 5th. So victory over Bournemouth will really, really help. But if it goes down to that last day, who knows what will happen. So Newcastle have got 2 tough games as well. I think they've got Manchester United. I've just checked, but we'll go on. They've been playing easy sides recently, but that's, in the past. Right, today against Bournemouth, we are at home. Sanchez is still injured. Gallagher obviously suspended. Fofana injured, obviously. And Caicedo injured as well. Vardy going to retire at the end of the year, so he's not even on the bench. Petrovic in goal. Badiashile, Disasi and Todibo in defence. Lavia, Castledine and Chukwuemeka in midfield with Palmer just in front of them. Madueke, Jackson and Broha, the forward 3. It's a change squad enforced through injuries and suspensions. We've got some youngsters in the side. Leo Castledine is one of them. It's the main one, basically. So we are going to probably struggle against Bournemouth. We've got a change squad. Reece James is lacking a bit of fitness. Enzo is lacking a bit of fitness. Sterling is lacking a bit of fitness. You can see the pattern here. We're facing a struggle towards the end of the season. We've been playing poorly and everyone's tired. So it's not going to plan. We've not won in the last 5. We've 4 draws, 1 defeat in the league. Not great. Bournemouth are level on points with us. If we lose to them, we ain't going to beat Man City on the last day. So it's no Europe. So that's a nice thing to think about with 10 minutes nearly gone in this first half. At home at Stamford Bridge against Bournemouth. Newcastle are playing away at Manchester United, so at least they've got a tough game as well. It's not just the 2 of us. We're going to go to positive after 15 minutes and encourage as well. Here's the first highlight of the day. Todibo to Jackson, who takes it round his man nicely, goes into the byline, crosses it in, but there's nobody on the end of it. Broha ran a bit too far, going to bit too past the ball, but Jackson's got it free again, and it's a great strike, and it's deflected by the goalkeeper in off the post, but Nicholas Jackson has scored a cracking effort to take us 1-0 inside the first 20 minutes. Todibo with a lovely threaded through ball, and Jackson broke the defence and smashed it home. The goalkeeper got a finger to it, pushed it to the inside of the post, if nothing else. But we shall see if we can get a second. Todibo with a throw in into Palmer, who takes it backwards. Jean-Claude Todibo, our centre-back signing in January, not made a massive impact in the side just yet. We might be looking to strengthen in defence more in the summer. I'm still not sure whether this 3-3-3-3-1, that's too many threes, has been quite as effective as it could have been. Madueke's got the ball in, header by Broha, and it's lovely chance, but it's gone just over the bar. It could have been the second goal of the game, but unfortunately that was not the case. Half an hour gone. Manchester United 0, Newcastle 0 in the other key game today. I was nearly looking for Spurs then, but they're further down the table then, now losing to Everton and going to finish out of the top 10 by the look of things. Ange has been sacked, by the way. Quite a few manager changes as well that I've not kept up to date with, and I therefore haven't kept you up to date with either. But it's another corner. We are putting the pressure on in this first half. Castledine whips it in. Lavia cannot get on the end of it, but Todibo collects it. Palmer with a shot, and it's scrambled through, and Jean-Claude Todibo has got his 3rd of the season. Obviously, he got 2 in the last... Was it the last episode? I think it might have been the last episode. 2 late headers. But there we go. He's made it 2-0 today, and we are cruising towards half-time, comfortably ahead, and Newcastle are not winning. And in fact, Newcastle have gone behind against Manchester United thanks to Casemiro. That puts our hopes even better, because that means if we lose on the final day, Newcastle are going to need like a 14-goal swing to better our goal difference. And then obviously by that extension, Bournemouth will need something similar as well. Unless they get back goals today. But that is a header that's gone just wide for Cook. And we have started the second half inconspicuously. Right. We are in control of this game, which means we've moved to balance, by the way. Probably need to make changes like that just to keep the squad on their toes and not too complacent. Todibo has got it in plenty of space, and we've gone back to 2 Disasi. Hopefully not a disaster. Badiashile and Palmer inside 1-2. Lavia, Broha. We're going to move forward slowly, passing in triangles. Oh, that's a lovely move. Madueke's through. Madueke should have finished there. That was a great effort, but it was just lacking a good finish. We're going to go for a corner anyway. Castleline, the youngster, going to whip it in. And he finds the head of the defender. And it's gone out for a throw-in at the other end. And that's the end of that highlight. Right. Around the grounds is still looking the same situation. Newcastle's still behind against Manchester United, which is good. Obviously, Man City have already won the league, if you haven't been keeping up with that one. So we faced them on the last day in hope. Ooh, Hamed Traore with a header puts Bournemouth back in the game. It's 2-1. That was some poor defending. We need to focus. That's what we need to do. We need to focus. Bournemouth are back in this. That's not good. It was out of nothing, essentially. Alex Scott with a cross, Traore with a header. But an hour gone, and Justin Kluivert's having a poor game for them. We are going to make some potential changes. Let's have a quick look at what's been going on here. So Chukwuemeka can come off for Enzo. We're going to bring in the reinforcements. It's easy enough for me to say. And Nkunku is coming on for Broha up top. We'll leave it there for now. Still got plenty of time left in this second half to bring on more changes. Let's see what's going on. 20 minutes to go. Possibly going to we move to positive. Possibly going to make a few more changes here with a couple more people. So Madueke's being hampered by his light injury. Sterling can come on for him. We've got Mudryk on the bench as well. Let's bring Castledine off. Swap him and Palmer first, and then bring Castledine off for Mudryk, who can go in the attacking mid role. And maybe one final change. Do we have anyone we want to bring on? Reece James can come up and shore our defence. Disasi not having the greatest of games, but Reece James can come on for him. Switch with Todibo. It doesn't really matter. Let's just keep it like that. Let's go for the final 20 minutes with those changes in place. A fresh look to our attack and a couple of reinforcements in the midfield and defence. So, at 15 minutes on the clock, we're on positive still. It's looking good. Newcastle now 2 down as Anthony's got a goal for Manchester United. That is meaning things are going in our favour with one more game after this one to close the season. It means that Newcastle do indeed need a 14-goal swing unless there's late drama here. It doesn't look like there's going to be late drama at Old Trafford, but unless Bournemouth can get a second and really put the turd amongst the pigeons. That's not the right saying. I think it's a cat, isn't it? 2 minutes to go. We are holding on. Not much is happening. Obviously, you've seen we've gone to a bit more time wasting, so that's helped. And nothing is going to happen. That's good. This is good. So, I'm going to say that that's it with a minute left in added time. Newcastle need 14 goals to swing in their favour. So we need to lose by 7 and they need to win by 7 on the final day. Bournemouth need an extra 5, I think, on top of that. But we have won. We have done the key part of this. That's not a great team talk. We've done the key part of this episode in that we've beaten Bournemouth, which gives us a great advantage going into the final day. We're going to lose on the final day. I'm banking on that because Manchester City have got 30 more points than us this season. We might have beat them in an earlier episode. Check that one out whilst you're hanging around. But I don't have faith that we're going to do that again for the second time this season. We're just going to process through and have a quick look at the situation going into the final day. So here we have it then. This is what the league table looks like with one game left. Those 3 points, the difference between ourselves and Newcastle and therefore Bournemouth. Bournemouth are out of it basically. Newcastle have got Palace on the final day. Palace are just hovering above the relegation zone. If Burnley win their game in hand, Palace are in the relegation zone. So they will have a lot to play for We're facing Manchester City at the Etihad, and this is the 11 who are going to do it for us today. Sanchez is still out. He's not quite up to fitness. So Petrovic is in goal. Badiashile, Chalobah, and James in defence. Lots of changes from the last game. Palmer, Fernandez, Chukwuemeka. In fact, we're going to bring in Todibo for Chalobah because he's on the outs. Nkunku and Chukwuemeka in midfield. Mudryk, Sterling, Broha up front. They are the 11 men who are going to take us through the final game of the season against Manchester City. Defeat today will not be the end of the world because Newcastle need a 14-goal swing. They need to absolutely smash Palace and hope that Manchester City do the same to us. We can potentially drop out of the qualification spots, but it's a very slim potential at that. That's the Manchester United side. We're going to shake hands like, well, this is a bit strange. Hello, Pep. Yep, I'm in my shorts. Good for you. Why are you in a suit? Right, let's get in. Let's get the game underway. Rightio indeed. Let's have a look at what's... So Bournemouth are doing what they need to do. They have got a goal early against Manchester United. Manchester United had a bit of a tough running, really. They faced us recently, and Newcastle and Bournemouth. So if things had gone slightly differently for them, they could have ended up in a much worse position. But they've got 5th place. They're comfortable 5th. Best of the rest, because Villa have finished 3rd, which is incredible. I say finished 3rd. They're currently sitting 3rd. Arsenal are losing 2-0 on the last day already, so it looks like Villa will be finishing 3rd. Bournemouth have gone 2-0 up. We can't see the score for Newcastle, but I'm going to assume it doesn't matter. They're not going to have scored 14 goals just yet. Man City in the first highlight of the day. 30 minutes have gone already. Akanji has played it back to Ederson, who clears it out to... Oh, and Sterling has stepped in there, intercepted and shoots. He should have got the goal. That should have been 1-0 against the run of play. Sterling intercepted, but blazed it wide as soon as he saw the empty net. He absolutely pelted it and leathered it into the stands. That is 35 minutes on the clock. Around the grounds, it's looking all fine and dandy. Newcastle still level. We don't even need to bother looking down there. We can see from the table it's going to put us into the Europa League for next season. Maybe a point on the final day would be good, but it doesn't really matter at the moment. Ederson to Akanji. Manchester City building from the back. Rodri to us. Haaland got it down, but Chukwuemeka intercepts the loose ball. Broha doesn't get on the end of that header, but Foden has it. Goes around the defence. There's loads of men in the middle. There's loads of Man City men in the... Foden's going all on his own. He shoots, and it's a great save by Petrovic to keep us in to the tie. Half-time is upon us. Just about at the Etihad. There he goes. Right, half-time. 0-0 so far, so good. If we can just keep this up in a bit of a bore draw to end the season, that would be perfect. A loss is not the end of the world. We have got a 15-goal difference advantage over Bournemouth, so that's fine. And Nkunku wins the header, and Sterling and Enzo linking up nicely on that right-hand side. Sterling going around the defence, can he get a ball? And he finds Chukwuemeka, who can find... Nkunku and Broha. Oh, Broha has got another goal. He's in 19th of the season. He's having a career-defining performance in this first season with Chelsea. A little bit scrappy to get the ball into the box, but finally, the young Armenian, I want to say, took the ball and turned on the spot and shot and scored. Bournemouth are 3-0 up and missed a penalty. Just to let you know there. They are putting their effort in here to turn around that 15-goal difference. But we are now 1-0 ahead with half an hour to go. We're in the proverbial catbird seat, whatever that means. At least it's not a cat-turd seat. That means where a cat has sat and dropped a deuce. Right, 30 minutes left. Can we hold on? Foden with the corner. Cleared by Todibo. Stones has picked it up. Foden's offside, surely. Surely that's offside. I mean, Haaland didn't score anyway, but he was offside. That's good. Fractionally, I think not. Let's praise the performance so far. They're looking quite tired in the final third. Let's see if we can bring on some changes to change things up. That's what changes obviously do. We're going to bring Chilwell on in centre-back. Obviously, he's not fan favourite at the moment. He still wants out. We still want to get rid of him. Casado coming on for Palmer. Noni coming on for Enzo. And do we have a little bit of a change around with our personnel? Probably not. We'll leave it how it is for now. We are currently only 5 points behind Manchester United in the end. A few different games going a different way could have put us in 5th. That might secure Champions League football with the new rules, and I think England are going to get a bonus place for the coefficient, but that's by the by because we're in the Europa League anyway. 15 minutes to go. Let's make a few more changes. We've made 3. We've got 2 left to do. We'll bring Jamie Vardy on. Why not? It's his final game. We'll stick him up front. he's so poor now. I mean, 2-star, I suppose 2-star rather than half a star. We'll make him as a pressing forward on attack. See if he can make the difference in his final ever game. He's about to retire at the end of the season. We're going to just shift things around. Sterling and Nkunku. We'll keep Nkunku in the centre. Broha can stay out on the left. We'll swap him with... No, in fact, no. We'll bring him off. We'll bring him off for Nicholas Jackson or Castledine. We'll go with Jackson, and we'll leave Noni in the middle. Let's do it like that, maybe. I don't know. There's too many. Casado and that's not made any difference whatsoever. I'm trying to make the most, basically, of the players we've got on the pitch. Right, 15 minutes ago, we are still 1-0 up. We are going to start dangerously wasting quite a lot of time to try and get this game to the end of the 90 and stay ahead, or at least stay, 1-1. That'll be fine. Jackson's cut into the box and been dispossessed. Foden has it, and they are breaking at pace. They have got so many men forward. This is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous. We've managed to intercept, though, so can we do this? Oh, look at the overload. We've got... Oh, that was a poor ball to Vardy. It's end-to-end stuff. Foden cuts inside. He beats James. Can he get... He gets... Oh, Rafinha's got on the end of it. It's gone through Haaland. He's megs his own player to get to Rafinha at the back post. It's 1-1, 10 minutes to go. We've started wasting time, and it has immediately backfired. And we've gone straight into another highlight as Vardy sends it back to Chilwell. Public enemy number 1 at the moment. Todibo. Kind of Chilwell's replacement. Don't really know if that works. Madueke back to James. We are passing it around with intent to wind down the clock still, because 1-1's fine. In fact, losing would still be fine. It's okay. Whatever happens here is okay. Nkunku, lovely, trying to find Jackson. Would have got him free there. He was beating his defender, but it's been intercepted, and Rafinha cuts it back inside. He gets the 1-2. Chukwuemeka and Nkunku getting on. Oh, that's good defence, but it's not ended up working. Foden's found himself in too much space, and Phil Foden is involved once again. And it's 2-1 within the blink of an eye to Manchester. They're going to review that. The VAR is viewing it. It's been awarded. He was onside. Lovely ball over the top. We probably shouldn't waste as much time and try and get something back from this. But that is going to put us dangerously in the grips of Bournemouth, who still need 15 goals to swing things. Vardy's ball is hopeless. Foden gets it. And Manchester City are looking like the only side who will potentially score for the last 5 minutes of this, 7 minutes of this game, plus injury time. Akanji to Rafinha. He's been scythed out. That's a lovely challenge by Nicholas Jackson. And it's a shame that the referee has decided to give him a red card for it, because he didn't break his leg. He just went through the back of him and completely went through the back of him. That was pretty egregious. That's pretty offensive, let's put it that way. Right, well, we'll go with a 3-2, 3-1. Why not? The season's done. Bournemouth can't score 15 goals. We probably could concede them if we opened up too much. But Rafinha and De Bruyne, Casado, Jesus, that's dangerous. We nearly went down to 9 men. That would have been bad. And Nkunku to Moises Caicedo, who just about managed to keep himself on the pitch by missing his desired target. But Man City are all over us now. Foden once again. Foden, oh, he's been blocked. His cross has been blocked, but Haaland's gone out to collect it. Inside to Foden, linking up nicely. Stones, Rafinha, shooting, hitting anything that's not the back of the net. That's fine. But Ake into Grealish. And Rafinha, oh, that's a good save by Petrovic, keeping us just about in the game at 2-1. Petrovic with a good save, pushing it out for a corner. This is all Manchester City, which is how you want to end the season as a Chelsea manager, being absolutely bombarded by the reigning champions. Stones, Rafinha, they're all just lining up to shoot, and that's another good deflection to push it out for a corner. We're withholding against all this pressure. It's another corner. They're pointing. Where are they pointing? Oh, it's gone short. Well, back to the edge of the area. Not really short, that is it. To Stones, who's blazed it wide anyway. 10 men Chelsea, just about hanging on to a 2-1 defeat. But we shall see. With another highlights with 2 minutes to go. We just literally, all of the highlights for the season have been condensed into the last 10 minutes of this game. And that's nearly another goal for Manchester City. It's been pushed wide for another corner. It's all down this side as well. Rafinha with another corner. Stones is lurking completely free on the edge of the area once again. Obviously, his last shot, he's gone to him again. It's a repeat, and he's blazed it over for a second time. That's why we left him unmarked, because he can't shoot for peanuts. 8 minutes of added time. 8. We've had enough. We've had enough. It's a Man City throw-in on the far side. If I just let them have a goal, just let them have it. They've stopped bombarding us with highlights. Foden's free. Foden has been the difference maker in this game. He's assisted and got 2 goals, and that was lovely. If you're a Man City fan, if you're a Chelsea fan, that's quite disappointing. But Foden's now on a 9.8 with 2 goals and an assist. He's probably going to round out his hat-trick in this highlight as well, because we keep going. We just keep going. Haaland has come short. De Bruyne finds Foden at the back post. Foden's headed it in. He's got a perfect hat-trick, I'm sure. Finds the back. Yep. Nice move. Perfect hat-trick. One with his head, one with his right foot, one with his left foot. And an assist. We'll let you have that one, Phil. Yeah, you deserve your 10. You deserve your 10. 4-1. End of the game. End of the season. We'll go and have a look at the league table in a second. So there we have it. The final league table looks like this. We've got a 12-goal advantage over Bournemouth to keep us in 6th. We managed to qualify for the Europa League, and that is that, basically. We'll skip forward to the season review, but we're done. We're done for the season. And this is the season review. The 23-24 campaign is done. We'll have a quick look through what the game has suggested is our season. So Todibo has actually got an A+ rating as his transfer. 65 million, the full fee. He's done okay. I mean, I wouldn't have said he'd set things on fire, but 3 goals, 2 key goals, 1 kind of okay goal. He's a defender, so why do we care about that? Plenty of players gone as well. The vast majority of these were done by the AI as the game started. We finished 6th, C+. We're happy that we've managed to just about get into the Europa League. It's been a bit of an up and down season. We had a piss poor effort towards the end of the campaign. A couple of bad runs sprinkled throughout, but literally 1 win out of the last, 8 games, 7 games. Not very good. Managed to get to the semi-finals of the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, but no silverware on the table for this one. Obviously not in Europe, but we're in Europe next season. 8-0 against Wolves is the biggest win of the season. The match to remember was apparently a 3-1 win over Luton. I don't remember it very much. And Sterling got the goal of the season on Boxing Day. Loads of shirts sold, loads of other stuff, plenty of sponsorship. Still not managing to turn around the negative balance in the financial sense of the word. But never mind, how we lined up was not really like that, because we didn't play much of the season as a 4-2-3-1. Cucurella is in there somehow, despite only playing 4 times off the bench and getting loaned out really early on in the season. Well done, game. Well done. This is still not the greatest. Loads of accolades. I got Manager of the Month in March. Well done, me. Yeah. Plenty of awards. Sterling got Fans Player of the Season. Signing of the season was Sanchez. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Not much to see here, is it? Right. We'll be back after the summer with some transfers and the first games of the next season, and we'll see how we get on in Europe. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks a lot for watching.